Hello and welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about how we can deploy our app to the Play Store. First of all, if your app is only a local app inside the local projects folder, then we need to sync it because we can only build and deploy from inside Nowa with one click using the cloud project. So for our example, we're going to use the QR code app. We're gonna press on options, sync it. Choose cloud projects and clone to cloud. This will clone the project and upload it for us. Now that it finished cloning, Nowa will automatically open the project for us. Then let's go to settings and we're gonna deploy it from the deployment tab. Once we click on Android, we can choose debug or release. However, before we deploy it, we need to go to the project details and make sure that the com.example in our bundle identifier is changed or removed because Play Store will not accept it. So we're gonna call it dev.nowa.QR code app. This is what we're gonna call our bundle identifier for this project. Let it save. Now let's go to permissions. In case your app has camera access, microphone access, location access, storage access, then you need to manage your permissions before you build, either for your iOS app or for your Android app. In our case, we will be needing the camera access because we're using a QR code, so it opens the camera. And also camera access for NS camera usage. For iOS, it also requires a permission, so we need to explain why we're doing it. So we're gonna say QR code reading, and that is sufficient. Then let's go to Android build. Select our release because we're gonna release it. Now, if it's your first time, then you need to generate a new sign-in key. If it's not your first time, you can upload a key you used in another project, so on and so forth. So we're gonna generate our new key in our case. Give it a minute. And we have the key which we can download and use later on. For today's scenario, we won't be downloading it, and press build. Now this may take a while to build, so see you once we're back. Now that the app has built, we get 4 files, 2 mapping.txt files that we won't be needing for now, app release.apk, which is a normal APK file, and the file that we need, which is the app release.aab, which is an Android app bundle. So we're gonna click download on it, and once it opens, let's name it. I'm gonna name it QR code app release.aab and save. Okay, now let's go to our browser and go to Google Play Console in order to create our app after setting our Google Play Console account, which would require a paid subscription. However, once we enter into our dashboard, we create a new app. So let's call it Nowa QR code app free. And let's accept the developer program policies and US export laws. Create app. Now that the app is created, let's scroll down. We're gonna see finish setting up your app. Here you have a bunch of tasks that you need to do in order to deploy your app. We're not gonna go through them. However, we're interested in the test and release tab, specifically production. However, we won't be able to create a release or even put our app in production because it's our first time, as Play Store requires us to start an internal testing and then close testing before we can actually produce it. So let's go to testing, internal testing, and here inside this page we can create our first and newest release by going to the create new release button. Now that we are on the internal testing release page, to create it, first we need to upload our app bundle. So let's go to Nowa's apps, QR app release.abb, and press open. Now it started uploading our app bundle. Let's wait until it's done. Once uploaded, it will be optimized for distribution, and until then, let's give it a release name and call it Nowa QR code R1. And we can also give it a description or release notes, which we won't be doing in this tutorial for simplicity's sake. Now let's wait until it's optimized for distribution. Okay, now that it has uploaded completely, we can press on next. And we have a small warning here that says that we need to add it to some tester groups that we didn't do yet, but it's fine for now. Let's save and publish. Now we need to add some testers, so let's go to testers tab and choose Nowa team, which is our predefined testers group of 2 users, and press save. Therefore we are adding testers to our internal testing, and once the internal testing is done, we can move our release to closed testing, and after that we can place it in production and create a production release. That was it for today. Thank you for watching and see you soon.